I am Emma. I am a women's health and wellness specialist. I'm a personal trainer, a class instructor, and I'm here today with you to do the hoop and chat. So I just wanted to introduce myself because I normally just go straight in and start talking, and some of you don't know me. Some of you have never seen me before. So I thought I'd explain to you who I am, and then we'll go and do the hoop. So what I do is most days I do a live walk and talk, and I give you lots of tips for health and general wellness and just like to cope with life. I didn't do that this morning, so I've come back to do the hoop and chat. I used to always do the hoop and chat every day. I've really missed doing the hoop, so I thought, right, hoop and chat today. Okay, so are you ready? As I get going, I'll talk to you more, so stay tuned. If you haven't got a hoop, don't worry, you can still listen. If you have got a hoop, grab your hoop and let's go together. And if you want a hoop, just send me a DM or something afterwards and I'll tell you what this one is. But you can pick up hoops pretty much anywhere, but this is a weighted hoop. And that's why it's so good for the core. All right? So I'm going to step into my hoop. You ready? You need to zip up your core muscles. When you want to train your core, especially for women, don't brace because that puts pressure on your pelvic floor. And we don't want to be wearing tenor lady all the time. So do an imaginary zip up. So your core muscles are engaged and you protect your pelvic floor, all right? I'm going to put my hoop onto my lower back, put my right leg forward, turn my hoop to the left and launch. And this is how I power hoop. So, why power hoop? I'll tell you why. It's great exercise. It's really, really good to help reduce your waist to hip ratio. So it's really, really a great exercise. Most people can do it. You can kind of do it almost anywhere. I also do this because when I'm talking to you, I find it easier to be active. If I'm staring into the camera, I feel like a lemon. So if I'm hooping, I'm working my core, which I like to do every day anyway, but I'm also active, so it's easier to chat away to you. And then if someone's really mean on the live, I can't see it, so it's fine. Because over here, I can't get close enough. So that's a few reasons why I do it. I also do it because I'm a delicate little flower. I don't look it, but I am. I bloat quite easily. I'm quite delicately balanced with my gut health. I'm really working on that, by the way, with prebiotic dietary fibres. I can tell you about that another day. So when I'm doing this, I find it really massages up my digestive system. Just be warned, if you are a bit gassy and you do this, you might burp or you might fart. So just be aware if you do this in front of anyone, it might happen. Lucky enough, touch wood, it's never happened to me yet. I have burped, definitely haven't farted. I would probably never do a live ever again if that happened when I was going live. So basically, this is a really, really good bit of equipment. A couple of reasons you wouldn't hoop though. If you're pregnant, obviously, don't hoop. And secondly, if you have a specific degenerative issue with your spine, this wouldn't be ideal, would it? No. That kind of is common sense, I think. But other than that, it's great. And if you've got non-specific back pain, again, this is fantastic because quite often, non-specific back pain, it's down to weakened core muscles, due to posture, due to stresses and strains. So hooping's really, really, really good. If you decide to get one of these ones, I mean, as I said, there's loads of hoops out there, so pick whatever you want. I only recommend these because I've been using them so long myself and they're great. I haven't put the weighted inserts in them. You can add more weight. I'm using the natural weight of the hoop because it's weighted already, just in case you wanted to know. What else can I tell you about hooping? When you're hooping, you must hoop both ways, although all of you will be better on one side than the other, but you still got to do the same amount on each side, otherwise you'll end up bent over like a banana. And when you first start, you can be a bit hoop sore, a bit like when you first start riding a bike and you're saddle sore. So only do a minute or so in either direction when you first start. I'm broken in, so I'm all right, I can hoop for ages. Yeah, so that's a little bit of hoop 101 for you. Oh, and finally, as adults, we expect to do everything like that, and it sometimes takes a lot of practice. When I first started hooping, I could not keep this hoop up for love nor money. I was rubbish, really bad. It's just practice, so don't get frustrated if you can't do it straight away. Yeah, it's fine, you'll soon nail it. I'm just standing here talking to you, but you could walk around the room, you could walk on the spot, you could do high knees, you could do running, you could do whatever you want, but just basic hooping is all you need to. Or you could do speed hooping. That's harsh. I don't know if I can speed hoop at all. I'll try. You take your arms up and then you just literally hoop as fast as you can. So hopefully I'm going so fast you can hardly see the hoop. Whoa, that's quite harsh. There you go. So there's a few reasons why hooping is fantastic. Do you like it? I couldn't hula hoop as a kid, could you? Could not hula hoop as a kid to save my life. To be honest, I was the most unsportiest kid in the world. Couldn't catch, couldn't throw, couldn't ride a bike, couldn't hula hoop, couldn't do handstands, cartwheels, nothing. I was honestly absolutely horrendous. So the fact that I'm now, you know, a personal trainer and a class instructor, it begs belief really. It's part of the reason why I started, if I'm honest. I wasn't the sporty one, I wasn't in the cliquey crowd, you know, I really wasn't. And then when I first left school, you know, your body changes quite a lot, and I got a bit chunky, got a little bit chunkier, and I decided to start going to the gym, as you do. Didn't know what the hell I was doing, felt a little bit out of place in there, very, very self-conscious, but I went and I persevered. But then when I started doing some classes, bearing in mind I'm 53, so I was 18, we're talking, what is that, 35 years ago? I was going to, actually a bit younger than that I started, I was going to classes and felt really out of place. They were so cliquey and I didn't like it. And then when I decided to train to be an instructor, because I wanted to be, don't laugh, because anyone who knows me or any of you who've just met me, you'll realise I'm far from normal, but normal. I wanted to be like a normal instructor to encourage normal people to come and do the class, not just the cliquey front row crew. Does that make sense? So that's why I got into teaching actually, because I wanted everybody to be included, not just the naturally gifted or the genetically gifted ones that look amazing. I just wanted to be a normal person up there that was doing the classes and would encourage others. So that's how I got into teaching. But like I said, I'm not naturally athletic in any shape or form, not even slightly. Right, how long have we been going? Oh, 6 minutes already. So I'm going to stop, I'm going to catch the hoop, and look, when you're hooping, you just put your legs together and let it drop. Yeah, I'm used to doing this, so I just catch it. But if you've got like long false nails and you try and catch it, you might catch your nails, so just be careful. You remember what I said? You always must do the other side. Let me just show you the launch, look. You keep the hoop on your lower back, you put the opposite leg forward, turn it away, throw it, you start moving straight away. When I watch people hooping, the main problem is they don't move. They throw the hoop and think it's going to go round on its own. You've got to start moving. And can you also see, I'm kind of moving forward and back. Yeah, can you see? I'm sort of not thrusting vigorously, but I'm moving forward and back. I'm not wiggling my hips side to side. That puts a lot of pressure on your hip joints. This doesn't. Okay, we good? So there you go. So that was an introduction to me, Emma. What I do, why I do it, how I got into it, and then how I'm going to benefit you. So the hooping, you already know, just told you how it's going to benefit you. Your core muscles, your waist to hip ratio, reduce bloating, reduce pain, strengthen your core. Fan-flipping-tastic. And for me, I'm also doing it because I don't want to stare into the camera talking, because I find it uncomfortable. What else? If you like what you see and you're following me, you think, oh, I like her, great. Like, follow, share, tag friends, spread the word, don't keep me a secret. If you don't like it, feel free to scroll past. You don't need to say anything mean. I'm all about just saying nice things, me. If you don't need to say, if something's unkind, just keep your gob shut, I think, really. Anyway, what else? I can help you. So I already told you I'm 53. Doesn't matter what age you are. You could be a lot younger, you could be a lot older. But I think what helps is I've been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. Does that make sense? So not only have I got 35 years of experience, and I've got 35 years of building up to the person I am today. The trainer I was at 18 is completely different to the trainer I was at 30, 40, maybe even 45. I'd say the last 10 to 15 years, I've just built on my experience. And I'll tell you why. Because when you're like 18, 19, 20, you know, and you're full of energy, and I didn't eat properly. I can't pretend I did. I didn't, guys. You know, if I was going out for a good night out, I'd try and starve myself for a week, so I felt really slim on the night out. I would live off like a few Mars bars a day and stuff like that. Seriously, my eating was horrendous. And I was also brought up in that era of low fat and Weight Watchers and all that sort of thing. So unfortunately, I've got that pretty much ingrained in my brain. I'm also a bit of a sugarholic, which is not good. Obviously, then fast forward a bit, then I got married, I had a couple of children. I had one child at 26, one child at 29. In between that, I was ill, I had low risk chemo. Then at age 34, I started going into early menopause. 10 years of perimenopausal hell. And when I say perimenopausal hell, I'm not being dramatic, I mean hell. I mean things from my teeth fracturing, to my skin being horrific, to my hair breaking off, to my bone pain being so extreme, I'd find it hard to pull the door across my slightly thick carpet, to insomnia, to sweat, to anxiety. I swear to God, I think I had almost every symptom going. Oh, and sorry, let's not even talk about your lady bits. Flipping hell. The nightmares I've had with that and the money I've wasted on special lubricants for the vagina and all that old stuff. Honestly, I could write a book about it. So I think what I'm trying to say to you is, I'm here. I will be like your best friend, your cheerleader, your pocket PT. And I hope that you don't go for any of that. And my aim is that if you can work with me and not make the mistakes I made, and you can just sort of get value from my experiences now, oh, that'd be so lovely. I'd love to stop other people going through the crap that I went through. I really would. You know, I did the whole thing when you get to sort of middle age, and I started getting a bit of middle age spread, and I was thinking, oh my God, started running. Honestly, so many women do that. Started eating less and running. Biggest mistake in my life. Just raises your cortisol levels. And again, if you love running, if you're a runner and you love running and that is your headspace, hey, do it. But if you start running and you hate it and you're only doing it because you think it's going to do weight loss, there's a much better way. And I will talk to you and tell you about all these things. So if you decide to train with me, that's what you'll get. If you decide to just follow me, you'll get lots of top tips. I do talk a lot, as you've probably worked out, and that's why I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. But I've got a really good answer to that. I drink protein shakes, so I don't care. No, I do care. All joking aside, I'm probably a bit like Marmite. You'll love me or you'll hate me. And if I'm your person, follow me, get to know me, hopefully like and trust me, and eventually come and work with me. I've got something to suit just about everybody, but I do lots of this stuff and free stuff and talk to you anyway. Right, that's 6 minutes each side, so I'm going to stop. Now I'm going to be brave and come over and see what the live comments are, so hopefully everyone's been nice, because sometimes people are super mean. Right, have we got any? Oh, hello, Tony. Oh, I've got to do a shout out to this man. There's a guy on my Facebook at the moment, and his name is Tony Hoadley, and he is the kindest man I've ever met. He works really, really hard. He looks after the security on our local parks. Where I live, we've got some really lovely park areas, public parks. They are beautiful. And that guy is out there morning, noon and night, making sure our parks are safe and lovely and clean, and he's just really nice. And do you know what? He shares all my posts. Even the people who come to my classes and have known me for years do not share my post as much as that man. So this is a massive thank you and hats off to Tony Hoadley for being not only just a really nice person, but a really great supporter, and I really appreciate you. Right, let's have a look. Anything else? Let's have a quick peep. I don't think anyone spoke to me this morning. How could you go through all of that and not say anything, guys? Honestly, I just even talked about menopausal girly areas and no one said anything. Maybe you're new today and you didn't feel confident enough to talk to me yet. I'm going to end this live now. Thank you very much for listening and following, and I really hope that you'll stay following me and get value from my chats. As I say, I do loads and loads of classes, everything from like the 1 minute daily challenge to fitness for a £5 every week. I try and make fitness accessible to everybody. I am also a personal trainer. I do this face to face and I do it remotely. I teach online Monday to Saturday. So you can literally access me from wherever you are in the world. That's the beauty of actually this sort of thing. The downside is people can be pretty bloody mean. You know, sometimes I've done lives and someone's gone and gone, oh, what are you, like 90? Oh, God, honestly, people are really mean. I haven't got time for that drama or that horrible stuff. I've only got time for trying to encourage you guys to live your best life, be fit, healthy and happy. And if that sounds like a bit of you, please do follow me, like this, share it, tag your friends, get me out there. I'd really appreciate it and I'll really look forward to seeing you soon. Have a fantastic weekend. And feel free to DM me or send me a comment. Now, when this live finishes, I'll then put it up. I don't think I'll be able to see. I think actually Facebook, I think I'll see your comments if anybody does. But my TikTok crew, I'll have to then download and put this back up. So if you watch it on replay, please hashtag replay, because I always like to know. And if you do want to talk to me, just drop me a comment or send me a DM. And I would absolutely love to hold your hand and guide you into your best life yet. Have a fantastic day, guys. And I will look forward to talking to you soon. Bye. See you TikTok crew.